Hey guys, it's Aaron. Thanks for coming back. Today I'd like to do another little short one. In fact, I'd like to take it kind of down in intensity as well. We're going to do the entire thing from a seated position. I'm holding a block just because I would encourage you to find something to sit on to help elevate your hips, and then that way you'll be in a little bit more of a comfortable position longer. Don't have a block handy. Pillow is great, yoga cushion if you've got one. That's what I'm going to be using, but having a block also handy close by might help give you a little bit of extra support. Let's find our way into a seated position and just get comfortable for the next kind of few moments here. So, kind of as per normal with our short ones, if you'd like to take a few additional moments here prior to the movement, maybe hit pause, center your breathing, get yourself grounded, and just bring your practice to its natural kind of beginning point. And when you're ready, just comfortable cross legs, no worries, nice tall spine here. And if you are on that cushion or the block, try to kind of work towards the front edge of it, almost as if your hips are about to fall off, but you're still being supported and kind of elevated. And so again, kind of sit and then slide. Comfortable cross legs, nice tall spine, soft shoulders. Now the reason that I opted to do this style of practice today is a lot of these movements can be transferred to kind of like an office setting, like office yoga, where you're sitting in your chair and you've just got a couple of minutes, in between working, typing, and you'd like to potentially, maybe decompress a little bit. So, taking some time, getting ourselves organized, tall spine, engage that core, relaxing our shoulders. Let's begin with just a little bit of head movement here. So we're going to take our chin up and down, tilting our head back. When you're ready, chin lifts up, taking it nice and high, and then allow the chin to come down all the way to the chest. If we'd like to follow our breathing here, it's the inhales all the way up, and the exhales all the way down. Let's do two more like this. Bring ourselves up to neutral, and then just turn your head in kind of that shaking no manner. Okay, inhale through center, exhale off to one side, inhale, and to the other side. Do one more each side. Coming through center, a little shrug, roll, reset. And we'll drop our chin down to our chest. Okay, now especially early on here, if you're noticing any tightness through the neck, a pinch pain, be very careful working through it. Okay, take your time and maybe don't push. Just allow some softness to come in if we can. And so chin falls to chest, and this time it's going to be this rolling shape that we've done before, bringing our ear towards the shoulder. So ear towards the shoulder, chin lifts up slightly, but then comes back down to our chest. Try again, other side. return to center. One more time, little shrug and roll. And so we'll bring our arms kind of into this, just with nice simple sweeps up overhead. Arms start wide, big breath, everything goes up. Palms come together and exhale down through the heart. Inhale. One more. Little shrug, little roll, little resets. And so we're just going to take a moment now, play with the rotation of our spine. Not forcing, not straining, just within whatever position we've got. So breath up, and exhale, start to turn to the right. Breath up, turning to the left. And let's do one more here. So again, try not to force. Just letting the spine rotate naturally. And coming back to our neutral position here, still with our core strength, keeping us tall. And we're going to play with that kind of cow and cat shape. Okay? But from seated, hands might just come onto our knees. Let's think about lifting the heart. We're going to draw our shoulders down and away. So heart lifts up, 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 shoulders down and away. You can kind of take the chin up a little bit as well. So here's a little bit of extension. Now, we're going to round our shoulders forward, push our spine back, and drop our chin. This is our cat shape. So try again. Inhale, we open. And exhale, we round. One more. Back through the center, shrug, roll, reset. Okay, so here's where we start to involve our legs a little bit more. Okay, up to this point, again, if you want to take this to being, sitting in a chair, your legs can just be hanging naturally. Okay, here we're going to move to an expression of figure 4. Okay, so we'll start with our right leg. If you're in your chair, left leg can just stay, right leg crosses over. Since you might be seated with me, well, we can cross both in. But what we are looking is to have that right leg on top. Now, if your knee looks like this, where it's popping up, maybe we can take that heel back a little bit. So we're going to work towards encouraging this right knee downwards. Okay? Starting to explore a little bit through that kind of right hip and glute. Flex foot, toes to knee, right knee down. Okay? I think we've done this before, just leaning back enough onto the fingers and then applying some downward pressure with that right knee just to explore that space. Let's enjoy 3 deep breaths here. We'll relax our pressure. So we're actually going to come all the way out of it. Okay. Send your right leg forward. Okay. If you're crossed over, that's okay. Or again, if you're seated in a chair, that left leg's out of the way anyways. Extend the leg though. Okay. So if it's in the chair, it might be floating. Nice tall spine. If you like, perhaps peace fingers find their way onto the toe, or we grab the ball of the foot, the outside edge, or just holding on to the calf, whatever's comfortable for us. Tall spine, finding our length. If we can hold it up, amazing. Okay. If we need to stay down, or this is a really good time to bring some support into it, maybe bring the leg a little bit higher for you. Can you turn your body to face this right leg? Core's on, spine's tall, shoulders are soft, jaws relaxing. We're just allowing a little bit of length to happen in the underside of that right leg. We'll relax a little bit, come back, bend that knee in. You can give it a little squeeze here if you want. Then we're going to step back up into that cross leg, that figure four shape. Flex foot. And so we've been here. If you'd like, and you're comfortable to negotiate maybe that heel in a little closer towards the hip at this point, amazing. Tall spine. And we're going to move to that twist. So this time it's the left hand that comes up, and then applying direct pressure down. The right hand comes behind us. Lift with the right arm, press with the left arm, and add a little bit of a deeper expression of twist than what we've been playing with so far. Let's relax. We're going to reset. And we can uncross our legs, and especially if they've been feeling, a little bit restricted to this point. Seated, a few little windshield wipers. If you're in your chair, just so you can do the same thing, kind of windshield wipers rotating around in those hips. Same leg goes forward though. Right leg. Tall spine, soft shoulders. And we hinge from the waist just enough to try to find something to hold on to, but we're going to bring the opposite hand, so our left hand, either onto the shin, or again, peace fingers on the big toe, or we're grabbing kind of the arch, whatever works for us. So here, we're going to add a little bit of rotation as well. Try to turn your heart to the right. That right hand can either be placed on the ground, or start to reach away behind you. How, if you'd like, we can advance this, is we lift our leg, taking it with the left hand and extending back with the right. So what we're looking like from the side here is open and twist. If we don't have the space to do that, just staying low, staying small, and staying committed. Go for 3 breaths from the hips to the heart. We're going to release, relax, and reset one more time. Same leg, right over left. Okay, so here we're going to end up in our fold. Core's on. Spine's tall. If you want to send the arms up, breathe, reach, hinge, and then let the fingers come down to the mat. For a lot of us, this is a very small or short journey, and that is perfect. support with you, a block, a couple books, you want to help bring the mat a little higher up, amazing. If you are comfortable starting to melt down a little bit, amazing. But listen to your body and just give yourself the time needed to enjoy this shape. And you may need to come out of it and just dial it back a bit. That's okay. 3 deep breaths. After the third, uncross. Move how you need to move, to realign, to reset. You know that we're going to be on the other side here for a little while. Right leg goes under. Okay, first round, just exploring. So left leg on top. Okay, if we're looking like this, where our hips aren't level on the ground, dial back. Or even just cross in front, but try to keep those legs tight together. Applying that downward pressure just inside your own body here. Explore. Relaxing. Okay. Adjust. We'll go for our subtle twist before the length. Fairly confident that I reversed it on this side, but it's okay. We're going to end up in the same spaces. Let's go 2 more breaths from hips to our heart. Then we'll uncross. A few little windshield wipers as needed before we send that left leg forward. Okay, so the right leg can stay, can come out, it can come out to the side if you're seated in a chair, whatever works. Okay, if you know you want that additional support, perhaps bring the block in, you can elevate that heel. Just listen to what's going on in your body, because this side, well, might be a little different. Nice tall spine. Hinge. So this round we're folding straight over the leg. Perhaps peace fingers on the big toe, so same hand and foot. Perhaps both on the calf, the shin, the foot, the ankle. How's your low back feeling? Okay. Can we create space right there? Can we breathe? Imagine lifting, scooping the ribs, trying to get the rib cage up and over the knee. Eventually we're rising up. Kind of reset if you've drifted off anywhere else. Shake it out. Okay, so we'll move into that twist, maintaining the height through the spine. So lifting the heart. Hinge enough. This time it's the right hand that comes across. Okay, peace fingers on a big toe, grabbing the arch, or even just the ankle. Totally fine. Left hand wraps behind us and either just rests on the low back, comes to the ground, or might reach out, extending that line. And so again, maybe you've got the foot and you want to lift. But it's all about this kind of rotation. So the leg is being pulled to the right, and that arm is reaching as far back, or at least the shoulder is reaching as far back as we can manage. Three deep breaths. Before returning, resetting, and so the left leg will come back in, calf, thigh, bring it in, flex foot, legs down, heart's up, reach if you want to reach, hinge from the waist, starting to fold. And remember, we're trying not to lead with the shoulders first and rounding down. It's this hinging first before allowing the hands to support us, before allowing our breath to explore and to guide us where we can or want to go. And glutes might be feeling this, low back, hips, of course. Let your breath negotiate this position for you. Three deep breaths. After your third, little shakeout. So, if you are seated on the ground or on your props, like me, let's just extend our legs open a little bit here. Just going to allow for a gentle stretching the inside of our thighs and hips as well. If you're doing this from a chair, likely going to have to keep your legs together. You can just enjoy a little bit of an exaggerated forward fold in that shape as well. Nice tall spine, relax the shoulders, same thing, hinge from the waist, allow the hands to come down. And one of the little tools that I like to use, might not be a block, might be something else. Perhaps you've got a bottle handy, something that you can essentially push. Because what we can do is let this be our depth gauge. Grounding our hips, lifting the heart, relaxing the shoulders, take a breath. And as you exhale, we start to push whatever we've got forward. And exhale, push whatever we've got forward. Maybe we need to soften our knees a little bit because of the hamstrings. We can push whatever we've got forward. Breathe. You know, might get to a nice, comfortable place that you're happy just keeping it. Hang out there for a few breaths. And you can stay, or perhaps you can try encouraging a little further. The distance is all relative. This is just providing you with, something to focus on, that you can actually see the gains that your breath is allowing for. But even if we don't have that, even if we're not paying attention to it, the breath is still allowing us to soften in this shape. Maybe trying to relax through the hamstrings there. Trying to maintain the tall spine so we're not compromising our structure, our position. 3 deep breaths. After the 3rd, rise up. Bring yourself back to whatever comfortable seated position works for you. And if that's just something out extended, amazing, do it. Okay, like to go back to that little bit of shoulders, a little bit of neck to kind of end us off here. Strong midsection, tall spine. We're going to wrap behind with our right hand. Okay, we've done this a few times. Left middle finger and thumb, take the wrist, bringing it further across the body. Head falls to the left shoulder so we start to explore the sensations in our neck. And maybe we play with some rotation here, taking the chin up and down. Might be a specific angle that we're happy kind of staying at. Behind the back, might be some wrist rolls. Or of course, trying to draw those elbows towards each other. So we're squeezing the elbows together, adding a little stretch across our collar. Let's do 2 more breaths. Shrug, roll, reset, same thing. Left arm, right hand. Okay. Takes us further. Head falls to the right. Chin can go down. Chin can go up. Playing, exploring. Wrist rolls, elbow squeezes, whatever it is, make this yours. Release, relax, shrug, roll, reset. Okay, so allow the chin fall down to our chest here. That crescent shape again. Kind of going all the way back to where we began. Nice and slow. Next time you come through center, just stay there. We'll lift the chin all the way up. Let's do 2 kind of with movement here. So breath to the top, exhale to the chest, Inhale. Take it up and stay. Down to neutral, we're going to turn our head to the right. And so looking kind of towards a 45 or so degree angle here. Head tilts back. The head's moving towards the back of the left shoulder. Let's return, take it over to the other side. Same thing. Return. One more time, straight up. Letting our chin fall down to our chest. Little roll. Let's just do 2 on each side. And bring yourself up to neutral. A little shrug, a little roll of the shoulders. Get yourself comfortable and set. Ready to take on the rest of your day. As always, I'd like to thank you for sharing your day with me. Namaste. So I'm Aaron. Thoughts, feedback, love seeing it. Keep tagging me on social media. Happy to answer any questions, or if you've got requests for anything, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Till next time.